Okay, here's my midday update. I wasn't sure if I was gonna put this in the whole day type thing, and I was like, maybe it'll just be a midday update because, like I said, I really don't want to have to focus on everything that's going on in America, in the world, and in politics. But it's kind of hard to ignore because we're living in a 24/7 news cycle. Like it's nonstop. Every day is fucking something. It's since January of 2025. Every day has been something. Every day. If you getting some actual sleep, peaceful sleep, congratulations. We're living in a 24-hour news cycle, and I hate to be that person that always have to because I want to stay loving light. I want to stay in my spiritual bubble all the time, but you got to pay attention to what's going on in the world as well. I told you I've been seeing shit all day. Anyway, and hearing, they are really active today. Um, yeah, I think people are not okay. So we have people who have these podcasts, kind of like the Bunchino or Bunbino, the dude who was FBI, deputy FBI director, but went back to his podcast and probably because his podcast and was making him more money. Yeah, who knows? Or he just don't want to be a part of that shit. He might have Republicans and MAGA on his show, and he's full of conspiracy theories himself. But like he know in the end when it's all said and done, I don't want to be part of it. Could be, I don't know, but I think that there needs to be more louder podcasters and independent news media than the ones that we are seeing because the media is not like the I forgot what they call the media that's on TV. I forgot what they call them, but they are not even pressing this administration on their lies. Like they sit there literally, and they sit in their room, especially when he's speaking from the Oval, and they just sit there and they let him spew all these lies, and nobody give him any pushback. And the ones who do give him pushback, he kind of like the lady on the plane. He say, "Quiet, piggy," or "You're just the worst of the worst. You're just da da da." He's such a man child. He's such a man child. Like I'm almost for sure around the White House, he gets on their motherfucking nerves. They can't say nothing, but I'm sure he get on their fucking nerves because he's such a man child and so fucking sensitive. Like what the fuck are we doing anyway? Um, when he was on that little podcast and he said we should nationalize elections, take him seriously and literally point blank. I think the lady on the view just said it, and I was thinking it. Take him both. Take that shit at face value. He mean that. He want to try to steal the elections because he know motherfuckers is tired of him. That's one of my midday updates. Another thing that I feel like people are not talking about, and here's the thing too. One, they didn't redact those files when it came to survivors, and I think that was like a big fuck you to the people that was asking for the release. Motherfuckers like, if I go down, you go down with me, and no, you're just a creep. The survivors are the survivors, and we gonna always, well, I know I'm gonna always believe a survivor because I am one. So, like, yeah, no, the fact that they didn't redact the files like they were supposed to, which in turn kind of was, we got a chance to see that the Trump name is what in there 38,000 times, but yet it cleared him. He said it cleared him. His name in there 30, I think it's 38,000 times. That's not clearing your name, sir. But the problem that I'm having is, Todd Blanche or whatever, talking about, oh, there is no more investigating into Epstein. There is no crime for partying with Epstein. Bitch, what? I think, okay, so I think we're in the middle ground between heaven and hell, and right now we are experiencing a lot of hell. We're in the middle ground in between heaven and hell. We like in the middle. We like right before you get to hell and right before you get to heaven, and right now we experiencing hell because ain't no fucking way this is real life. But then to also to that point, because a lot of these motherfuckers need jail or hell. I prefer hell. Jail's too good for them. I don't care who. If you are, if the files show that you did fucking wrong, hell. I don't care. I don't care if you're a celebrity, no amount of money you have. I don't care if you a Republican, Democrat, what they say, a leftist, because they different. We know that. Different. I don't care if you're with the Green Party. If you're in those files, hell. But because, like I said, we're not talking about these elections and how he want to nationalize them. We need to talk about that more. And I need more. We need more bloggers and podcasters. And I mean, I know we got a shit ton of them, but for some reason, they are getting drowned out by the MAGA podcasters. Like they're getting drowned out. Maybe because people don't podcast enough, or maybe because of TikTok. Maybe I need to go to Twitch and kick in. It might be podcasters on somewhere else. Y'all tell me what the podcasters are, because they need to be loud. But the last thing I want to say, let me get to this. They didn't redact the survivor's name. We need to be talking about how he want to steal the elections. Then, last but not least, I am not going to let it slide that when he did that, was it Todd Blanche? He said something and he just went. When he said it, like he said it and kept going. So a lot of people didn't catch it. But dead children, oh, well, sorry, unalive TikTok. Don't you dare TikTok. Unalive children, photos of unalive children in the Epstein files. It makes sense to the allegations that are in the Epstein files. They tried to hear up and take offline, but people got them screenshots. It makes sense to what I think his name was Sasha Riley said. It makes sense to a lot of shit. So there are pictures of unalive children in those files, which means check that island, check those golf courses. I hope other countries get some cadaver dogs after and some what is that sauna things that tell you where bones and all that. I hope they like if America don't do it and we know that all of them had places in other countries. Go raid those places with some cadaver dogs. Where are those children buried at? Now I know they said that one baby got through an ocean or something like that, and I think somebody said that children were being burnt, but the rest of them was allegedly buried in around the world, and nobody paying attention to that. He said that and kept going. What do you mean unalive children? Photos of unalive children and possibly videos of unalive children in those files. Hell, they all deserve hell. And that's all I got for y'all on doing this midday update. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some more news that come out. I know that lady, that newscaster, mom is missing. It's gonna be some more news that come out. I would hope that I don't have to say nothing about it because there's a lot of people speaking on it. I just want to do my I said I wanted to blog about spirituality and podcast about spirituality and all that other stuff because there's enough people talking about stuff, but I need them to be louder about it, and I need people to be sharing it. Yeah. Anywho. And I haven't figured out what platform I'm going to do like a podcast or blogging on. Well, I know I'm vlogging on TikTok, YouTube, and Substack, but blogging, haven't picked that out, and podcasting, I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. We'll see. I remember when I was a rapper. Side note, I was a rapper. I used to have a small little radio station that I ran online, and I would play like all kind of music, and especially my rap music. And yeah, okay. Anyway, but yeah, I need for the people that are speaking on the Epstein list and the politics. I need to see more of y'all and less of Bonvino them. Okay. And I think the reason why Bonvino is getting shown on actual TV and people giving him a voice, which they shouldn't, is because he is connected to Trump and he was part of the FBI. We got independent media journalists. We got a lot of those. But and it's a new podcast. It's like some young men, young black men. I've caught a couple of their podcasts and I'm like, oh my God, like they are really talking about stuff that needs to be talked about. I don't know who they are, y'all. I'm sorry. I just randomly see them from time to time. And I'm like, that is what we need. More Gen Z speaking up and speaking out. We need more Gen Z. Now, my millennial ass, we might not need more of us, but I'm here. So it is what it is. We need more Gen Z. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I got other stuff to do before I have to take my son to school. Fingers crossed, he'll be driving his own stuff soon. He just got to get his tags now and insurance. I don't know if I'm going to put him on my insurance yet. We'll see.